Thanks for staying with us. All right. Before the break, Bisi wanted to say something. Go ahead, please.
So, you know, there's this comment Sanusi made some time ago where he was explaining how this subsidy is not even working for the poor. He asked the question. He says, do you want to buy cheap fuel or at the detriment of quality education for your children? Do you want to buy cheap fuel at the detriment of quality healthcare? You know, do you want to buy cheap fuel at the detriment of infrastructure that will work for you as a people, businesses? There are a lot of things that suffer because that amount that should have been used for, you know, those areas, yes, you know, is used to pay subsidy. And we don't understand that the rich and those businessmen are actually ripping us off. Yeah. By that subsidy, because government gives them that subsidy, they go to other countries and they sell.
They buy healthcare, buy education with it.
They buy for their children. They sort themselves out. And we are here thinking government is subsidizing fuel for us. We are paying cheap compared to other countries. It's no longer working for us. So at some point we will get here. And I like the fact that this government, like I love what Miriam said, they should not cower. If they have decided to do it, they must decide to do it and stick to it. Okay. However, I would have, you know, before this conversation of is gone, I would have wanted that they put some other things in place so that, you know, we're not feeling the pinch so bad. But now that it's done, can those refineries be sped up? Can the licensing be sped up? Can, you know, those things that we need to cushion the effect, can it be sped up so that somehow we find that balance?
So you can actually legitimately earn the trust of the people.
Yes. And I know, let me add a little thing. You know, I know that a lot of people will fight this, you know, subsidy removal, not for the people's sake, but because of what they are going to be losing when that area is clogged off. So Nigerians should open their eyes.
Let me take this call. I think I can't remember the name. Good morning. Are you there? You're live.
Yes, good morning.
Mrs. Ladeji, thanks for calling.
You're live. And everybody.
Yes.
How are you today?
Very well.
How's your family?
Very well.
Number one, the first question I want to ask is that these subsidies that we are talking about, how much does 1 liter at pump price cost to produce? Before we can even know whether there is any need to subsidize or not. From the crude oil on the ground to the pump, how much does 1 liter cost? No government has been able to answer Nigeria over that issue. Number two, those people who have wasted trillions on term, turnaround, whatever, are they dead? Can they not be brought to book? Can they not come out and tell us what they did with the money?
Oh, okay. Okay.
And all the turning around are not from how many years? From about to get to the last Baba that said, what happened? Are they turning anything around? In fact, they are even killing the victims. Okay, look at this. Young people in the Niger Delta. Train them. Let them do small refinery. Refinery doesn't have to be a giant project. In other countries, even a small compound can be a refinery. Yeah. Train these people. When you train them, license them, let them produce oil for us.
Thank you, Mrs. Ladeji, for your views. You know, I think it was Bisi that was saying the color, the cost of this product. And whenever I think of subsidy or petrol, crude oil, I remember international products. We buy MAC makeup. You buy 1 MAC in Nigeria. Somebody can buy maybe 30K. I'm not what powder. I'm not sure how much it is now. Yeah. But you see, it's not locally produced. It's produced abroad. You bring it and you buy it that much because it's expensive. So you don't say because, oh, I am buying MAC and it's within Nigeria, I'll buy it for 5K. It is an international product. Same with this petrol. It's not refined here. It's an international product. I went to the UK and my host filled this tank with £80 to fill tank. So somebody now went on social media and said, oh, I just paid fuel for 50,000 naira to fill my tank. Divide that up by pounds. You get almost 87 pounds. Divide that by the cost of dollar. You get maybe $60-something. The point is, listen, it's an international product. Yeah. We cannot continue
like this.
So let us realize, the same way you're buying that Brazilian hair that is not produced here. You buy 600,000 naira for Brazilian that is not produced in Nigeria. You're buying it. You move the change. It's an international product. Yeah, it's not NASCO biscuit.
So
it's imported. So the government has been subsidizing your Brazilian hair.
Yeah.
The government has been subsidizing your MAC makeup. The government has been subsidizing all your Gucci bag. All this, and the government is now saying, I can't afford Gucci bag again.
There's no money.
I can't afford it anymore. That Gucci bag that you're buying, you know what? bear it yourself. So we need to break it down. It's not easy. It's hard because, I mean, I was going to say that 2 days ago, my husband was stuck in traffic, right? The driver told him that, please, we have to buy water. He said, I beg, drop me home first. Please, after you get home, now go and buy your water. He now got him. I said, guys, did you guys buy water? He said, let the driver has gone. I said, I pity you. Well, it's don't cost. There's no funny to your back and forth. Wherever you are, plan. Okay, we'll buy fuel, we'll go to the market, everything one time. So how do we begin to adjust as Nigerians?
Yes.
Because, as you say, if they don't cower and it stays, how do you adjust? My son forgot his lunch bag in the buka. They now called me, man, is this crying? I said, you'll be all right. Because 600 naira to go, I am not going to buy that fuel. Please buy biscuit for him, I'll refund you when I get to school. These are the issues that Nigerians must begin to reconsider.
My fear will soon finish. I don't know how I'm going to come to work next week. I don't know if I'm going to take work out.
You buy it. You buy it because we don't want 1,000 naira.
So you see, that's why we're asking for trains, we're asking for other buses, you know, so this is what we're saying. So people will park their cars and use other means of transport because we understand, you know, in the UK, people do that. They have their cars, but everything is expensive. You get on a train, maybe you drive it at the weekend. So those are things that we need to do. But, so that's why the criticisms we're hearing is, what are the other things that will be put in place to cushion the effect of this? Because it will definitely affect, especially the poor, you know. It has helped us. Many people are able to afford petrol, but we cannot keep doing that. Let me read some. Okay,
please go ahead.
Read some comments. So we have John Calvin says, is this a well thought out plan? Does this stop the fact that some people supplied nothing but got subsidy payments? Now that subsidy is removed, what will determine the price of PMS? That's it. What will determine the price of PMS? Since we depend on imports, can Nigeria determine the world price of oil? It's a lot indeed. So that's what you're saying, that these are imported products. There's a price that it comes with, even the logistics. So that price is what they're going to use to sell. They're not going to look at us and say, well, because we got it from you guys, we got crude oil.
That's why Dangote is now producing your Gucci in Nigeria. So you can go, so we're buying international Gucci. Buy Nigerian Gucci. Buy Dangote. That's what he's doing. Hopefully, when he now starts producing more of these, your Gucci bags, others now start producing too. We have more people producing the Gucci bags. You don't need to buy the international Gucci bag anymore. Buy the Nigerian version of Gucci bag. Because sometimes you need to bring it down to where Nigerians understand to get the picture. Let me take this call. Good morning. I have a call from Benjamin. You're live.
Good morning.
Please, go ahead.
You are welcome. My regard to everyone of people. I congratulate our new president. Now, you see, this is what I want us to know. First of all, let us continue to encourage Mr. President on this particular subject matter. You should just go ahead. I can tell you vividly that the issue of this subsidy is all about scam. I know some filling stations that I can, even if you want to do research, I can give you where you can get them. They just build the fuel station there. No truck has never entered here, and they are collecting subsidy. I know some people that are collecting subsidy, and they are taking fuel from the depot, and they are taking it to other countries that are not even benefiting the citizens. Now, this issue of this subsidy is just, we have just to encourage the Mr. President. Now, those people that are, I used to say this one, that this Nigeria, we are not yet matured for capitalist economy. If we want to enjoy capitalist economy, government must be able to put some measures on the ground that if anybody wants to behave according to his own personal instinct, in order to bring hardship on the people of the country. So whatever that has been put on ground, we'll be able to deal with such a particular person. But this country, I see us as somebody wants to live in the affluence of others. I want to make my money by suffering you, by putting you in the suffering.
Right.
That is what is happening in this country.
Thank you, Mr. Benjamin.
Thank
you very much, Mr. Benjamin.
Yes, so, you know, let's go back to the issue of trust again. We have seen a president who is decisive, and we're hoping that he sticks to it. And we will be able to trust him when we now start seeing some policies, is it fritter now, away? Like, you know, after a while, after this new administration comes in, they want to change their cars. They want to buy cars. They want to, design or decorate or rehabilitate the house, and then we hear billions and millions allocated for this. If we do not hear this, if we hear something like when the cars that were used before is what these people are inheriting to do this work, because now Nigerians are paying the right amount of money for their field, until we get to a place where we're stable and a boom starts, we can now have that largesse. Then Nigerians will trust. We're not easy to, we're not difficult to please. It's just knowing how to do the right things at the right time and making the pain go round. Everybody just holds their belt and then we work towards the goal. But if we now sit down, all of a sudden we are hearing billions, trillions used for cars, for this, you see, they've collected our money.
Because that point you made is a very important point. Because what Nigerian needs, what the administration needs, is to buy back trust.
Yes.
You see, that is the #1 problem. There's nothing you say. Once you say government, people turn the other way. Yes. They don't trust.
Yes.
But the only way you can buy back that trust is when they see that you are walking the talk.
Yeah.
That you're not spending, you're not just frivolously spending government's money. When they see that, people begin to be like, okay, maybe these people are different from what we are used to.
They're serious.
Because it's very crucial. You're very correct. Let me take this call from Alhaji Subera. Thanks for calling.
Thank you very much. Moraya, good morning.
Morning, sir.
And thank you very much. My point is this: what the pronouncement of the president in terms of the subsidy is totally correct. The president is giving us information, it's just like he's giving us information management, what he meant on the ground, and he's telling Nigerians to prepare himself. You see, that is exactly what he's doing. The outgoing government, government has already stopped the subsidy. You see, and it's telling us in line with the budget of 2023, there's no provision for it. That is exactly what he's saying. So it's preparing our men. Like I said, it's an information management. You understand? So, but what I'm, advising him, what I want him to do with because of these unscrupulous dealers in our midst, the subsidy is supposed to last at the end of June. So I will appeal to him to set up a task force, combined with the military, to go to any station that is holding this point before the end of June, so that it will save the license. And more so on the issue of rehabilitation of refinery. You say, please, I appeal to the president to do an holistic, auditing of NNPC, because right from the time of our law, NNPC has started as a kind of exploitation to our country. So the holistic audit of NNPC to be done by the president. No, it should not look back. And in fact, I will advise him to establish a team, in order not to sabotage it. The team is going to work with a reliable team for that matter. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alhaji Subera. Let's take a comment on social media.
Emmanuel says, how hard is it to see that subsidy removal will cause very serious problems to the already impoverished masses without a corresponding improvement in developmental infrastructure as being promised? He's saying narrative like this gave Buhari government free pass for 8 years on the matter. Yemi Bloke says, I don't think that is right for the marketers to inflate the price because they bought the present fuel at the old rate when subsidy was involved.
I think of Labour, because I know Labour is obviously going to resist this with everything they have.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, when they were having that policy change, I know Labour, there was a few articles, press releases here and there, but it would have been nice for Labour, because you cannot give the President Asiwaju, President Tinubu, the credit of subsidy removal.
No, of course not.
It's the Buhari administration that actually did this in policy.
Yes.
So when that policy was being formulated, when they finally announced, that's where we should have seen Labour carrying placard. Because now that we are hearing Labour threatening and saying you're daring the people, it's because of an announcement. But this was already been done and dusted by the last administration. It's been done and dusted.
We definitely heard them,
resist.
They
resist.
They said that if there's policy, there's implementation.
Yeah.
So policy, and did it very conveniently at the end of his tenure, and then you leave. But now the person that is taking over, definitely he cannot be talking about policy anymore. He's going to be talking about implementation. So they are preempting implementation and saying this would not work unless some things are put in place.
Let's talk about that unless for a second, because somebody said that you have to do this to do that, but they are saying that to do this we need money. So if I remove, I can't do these. Yeah. They are saying you have to do these.
From where?
So that's the issue. Why are Nigerians finding it difficult to understand that They are saying money from here, from this subsidy removal, is what I'm going to use to do. And I just said, no, find those options. But let me take this call, then I come to you.
I will tell you
Joke,
why.
you're live. Thanks for calling.
Thank you. Good morning.
Morning, madam.
Good morning. What I will say is that I just want to beg Nigerians to be patient with the government. They cannot be happy seeing people suffering. I know they will find solutions to it. And I will also beg the marketers, they should do it small, so that they will not inflict too much pain on people. That's just what I want to say.
Thank you. Thank you. That's it. Yeah, marketers.
They should add, but add small.
Please, they should take it easy.
Add small.
That's where the Nigerian, that's where the patriotism comes in.
Well,
that's where the Nigerian
that should help
people,
us.
we the people must be considerate of others. Yes, go ahead.
So you were asking where they want government to take money and do something.
Yes.
And he's saying is when I remove subsidy, that I'll get the money that I'll use. Because we don't trust that government does not have what he says it does not have. We see money being used in different areas. We see, money is being signed, educational systems for the politicians, their children, their healthcare. We see all of that. And then you say you don't have money. Nobody will believe that. But if you can cut down on those to really prove that there's no money and say, okay, we're removing this so that we can handle your infrastructure, give you the healthcare, give you everything that you need to have a basic life. Just have that basic amenities, then we are good to go, then we can trust. But I want to appeal to the government as well. So I know that in capitalism, there's what they call monopoly of business. The very big shots want to take over the space. So now we have Dangote playing that role. That's a big shot. And we're looking to have modular refineries, smaller refineries. We must make policies that we protect the modular refineries so that they don't kick them out of business. Because he can change anything now and then those people are not able to sell their products. That's what this, discourages people from getting into business where they have big shots, especially someone who has been in the game for a very long time. So the government must have those right policies to protect the new people who are coming into that space to play with Dangote.
Let me take this call from Theo. Theo from Makodi, thanks for calling.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. You're live.
Yes. First and foremost, this issue of this marketers selling at above pump price now, I think they should be advised. The product they have now, they bought this product at the subsidized rate. Let us finish selling those products before, when they get new product, before we know that it's a non-subsidized one. And then I heard he's going to start from June. So why are they starting now? It doesn't make any sense. And all the people trying to tell us the time is not right, the time is not right.
Time is never
If it is not now, when are we going to be able to assure to remove the subsidy? Let's remove it now. Let heaven fall. Let us know. If we die, we know. If we survive, we know. Let it not be removed now. There's no point in waiting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have to wrap up on this, but let's take a few comments on social media.
Dejimi says, just know that the Labour leaders are also enjoying the dough behind our back, and that's the reason they're saying it should be removed. It shouldn't be removed. Let's get it out once and for all, and request for open government monitoring by Labour, civil society, and the entire citizens.
Okay, we have to wrap up. I think one of the biggest lessons I've learned from this conversation is that everything this administration does from this moment onwards is what's going to determine the resistance or acceptance of this subsidy removal. True. People must see that this administration is serious. They're not here for the largesse. Everybody has gone to Abuja now. Hey, who knows? It's not about that. It's time to work. Yeah. People must see that this government will cut down on cost of governance. This government would actually be working for the people. When they see that, if you remove all the subsidy, they will be okay. As you said, the Nigerians are not hard to please. So everything with the posture of the president, his utterances, everything concerning Nigerians must be carefully thought through before it comes out, because Nigerians are watching everything you do.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.